everybody, and welcome to Hero Tech's channel, where we're going to be diving into company updates, industry updates, answering any of your guys' questions for you, and of course, introducing members of the team. Today, we're going to kick off with COO of Blackbox Systems, Marc Kasabasic. We're going to dive in his background a little bit, but first off, Marc, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well myself. So like I said, let's paint a picture of what your previous experience is and how you wound up in this spot.
Yeah, it's interesting. About 12 years ago, Michigan went into the medical side of cannabis. So we rallied together, became caregivers, kind of started as a hobby, and it kind of developed from there.
Interesting. So tell us about your previous experience, because you kind of moved into cannabis, but your actual education was on something else entirely, correct?
Yeah. So my undergraduates were actually in architecture and civil engineering. And then I went ahead and got my master's in civil engineering, specializing in structures. And I continued working at the university, Lawrence Tech University in Michigan, and the R&D structural research facility. So for the past 12 years since graduation, I have been the lead project engineer for research and development in the Center for Innovative Material Research over there. And where focus was heavy infrastructure at the time. And still is. So I have a strong research scientific background.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's interesting to see the strengths that you're bringing on board with your education there. Now, tell us a little bit about your background there. Looking behind you, I'm seeing like this really interesting workshop. How does that play into things?
Oh, yeah. So this is my home space. So the R&D center at home. So the things that you can't normally do during the day, I come home and do during the night. So this is kind of where the Blackbox system started, was as a prototype. Like I said, we had personal use caregiver Michigan license, so we were able to grow up to 12 plants. So we started playing with systems, deep water culture, and focused in the end on aeroponics. And that is the nature of the Blackbox system. So yeah, it says behind me, this is a 2,000 square foot facility that's on my home front. And we are prepared to do whatever we got to do, manufacture, get the first prototype going. It'll start right here while we're under construction, essentially. So you're looking at home base.
Awesome. So yeah, this started out as a hobby for you, and then it's going to the point where you're advancing the technology. Would you say there's any real competitors in the space for what you're actually aiming to do?
Yeah, it's a very competitive market. So our edge will be the technology. We're going to go ultra high performance. Everything we do is about efficiency, cost savings, labor savings. The system was built around that concept.
Awesome. And last but not least, what is the real Hero Tech Blackbox tie-in? How did that come to be?
Yeah, so the Blackbox project is part of Hero Technology. We're really excited. We're their flagship. So we're going to be the cultivation facility and systems starting in Michigan and then going regional and statewide.
Awesome. Well, Marc, anything else you want to add about yourself? Anything you think people should know before we go?
No, we just look forward to a year of construction, and that's where we're at right now.
Awesome, Marc. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time today. And thank you everyone for watching. If you guys have any questions for Marc or anybody else on the team, let us know and we'll happily dive into it. But for now, stay tuned for another video coming over the wire soon. Marc, have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.